Hey there, welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd just put the recording on because I finally have received my bunk windows, which was almost 2 months in the waiting. And as a side note, order things well in advance at the moment. I think because so many reasons, a lot of these things are backlogged, a lot of the big expensive items. So order them because these were really important. I couldn't start insulating my walls or in fact even putting up my furring strips until this was in place. So I'm super excited. So what I have here, let me show you. What I have is a Sierra Lawrence bunk window that is a awning style. Okay, so what that means, this is glued at the moment, but that's going to open up and flip out like that. I chose these specifically because I intend to be hanging out in snowy and rainy at times environments, and so the reason why I got an awning style that's going to flip out like that is that I can still open them if it's snowing or raining. So this is the last of my windows. It's the last 2 big holes I've got to cut in my van. But what I'm really here to talk to you about today is how to create the template. So these come like this, and I've got to create a template which is that shape, this inner ring, which as it happens is a really similar shape to the side window because it's a Sierra Lawrence. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to unstick this, okay, this section and this section. And what that's going to do is give me access to this piece, right? So this piece here, okay, this shape, that has to go through the window, right? So this would be the outside, that would plug in. There's a lovely big rubber gasket here, right? And this shape here is what has to be cut around. And what I have here is the inner frame, and I'm going to use that as a guide, okay? So I'm using this, I'm placing it on a piece of cardboard, and again, as an aside, that's why I keep all the cardboard from all of my deliveries, is for this reason. But as it happens, this was the cardboard box it came in, so perfect. So simply place it with this, this has a little split in it, right? Place it down tightly, grab yourself a Sharpie or whatever, hold it against that carefully, and start, you're going to be doing that inner piece, right? So I'm lining that up. So what you can see now is my template, okay? I haven't cut it yet, but you can see the lines. Yep. And then I'm going to check that again against this, so I haven't got the wrong thing. Yeah. It's going to do it. Now, because I did it so hard against the edge, you're going to want to cut it a bit more on the inside of this. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. And I don't know if you noticed my sexy new work table, but I made that yesterday, much to my chagrin, as a piece of plywood costs 85 bucks right now. Yes, but it's made a big difference to my working experience. So this is my expensive work table. All right, back to this. And needless to say, I'm not cutting on my work table, I'm cutting on top of a piece of cardboard. Okay, so what I've done is the actual measurements were to the 1/2 inch, and I've allowed 1/4 inch to be larger to fit this in. I know this by experience, and that means 1/8 inch on each side. Okay, so if it was 33 1/2, the length, which it was, I've actually cut this to 33 3/4. Okay, and so everything's done except for the corners, and now I'm just going to cut around the corners. All done. One template ready to go. And in this example, this is to realize this is where you're measuring, right? As in the adage, measure twice, cut once. Doesn't matter with a template, the cutting piece, but it means get your template right before you start cutting the van. I'll see you tomorrow when I start actually installing them.